Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the top stories we have for you tonight. It's one of the largest protests in Virgin Islands history. We'll tell you why. St. Croix hit with another murder, and police do have a suspect. And we'll show you how to cash in on some great scholarships. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, the students at the education complex on St. Croix made history today during a massive protest over the removal of Kurt Violet, the principal of that high school. News Channel 8's Wes Small has this explosive story.
All right, thanks a lot, Jerome. Here's what's going on. We're at St. Croix Educational Complex, and it's a historic day. News Channel 8 got alerted early this morning that Principal Kurt Violet has apparently been relocated. Now, we have a school-wide protest. As you can see, these students are out. They've got water here to last them through the duration of the day. Classes are disrupted, and this is a major issue. We're going to talk to some of the students. We have Senator Terrence Positive Nelson here, ATF President James Howell. Let's get started with who?
Okay, Jonathan McGregor.
Jonathan McGregor. What is going on with your principal?
Well, there's been talk and rumors about moving Mr. Violet to another school, maybe Central or any other school, and we've been speaking to the officials, but apparently they're not really listening, or they're kind of ignoring it in a way because they're not doing anything to help us. So we need to put it in their face. So actions talk louder than words. So that's why we're out here today protesting.
All right, and one of the young ladies here.
Hi, good morning. My name is Shakira Ritter. I'm a senior at the St. Croix Educational Complex, and we're here protesting today to keep our principal, Mr. Kurt Violet. This is very important to us because not only is Mr. Violet our principal, but he's more like a father to us, and we would like to keep him here at the St. Croix Educational Complex. Thank you.
Senator Positive Nelson, and he has the conch shell.
Yep.
You know, Senator, does this remind you of something in Patterson, New Jersey, with the Principal Joe Brown, I believe it was? I mean, he was a no-nonsense principal. I've told Principal Violet to his face, you're a mean man, kind of, but you're a great principal. And obviously, these students feel the same. Senator, what do you think about this action?
Well, let me tell you, man, I'm loving this action because Mr. Violet has finally have this school working like clockwork, like a well-oiled machine. And to move him now, I think will be killing these students' motivation. You know, I was here in 1995 when the school started. There were some challenges, and at all times, Mr. Violet and I did not see eye to eye. But it was that mean zone, like you said, he was establishing his ground as a no-nonsense school. It's a school for learning. The students understand that even before they come here. So to break this now, I think it's killing the motivation of the students. Even to what's happening at Central now. The principal is finally getting a handle on things. To move principals at high school just when they have the atmosphere the way they want it, with the control, the inspiration, the motivation. Students are eager to come to school after school, to come to school on weekends. I mean, look at what's happening at the complex. I mean, you're talking about the hypest school in the Virgin Islands, and Mr. Violet is a key part of that hype. And I don't think that it's a good decision to move him at this point, especially since it's not because of lack of performance. It's basically politics, and we need to stop it. I'm asking the governor, the superintendent, the commissioner to reconsider your decision. These students are not out here because it's kids' play. It's because they're loving their principal. They're loving what he does. The ability that he walks around the school. He knows their name. He can call their parents. He pulls them up. That's a big thing. Yes.
And now, how did all this get started? I mean, it's really unofficial. Could be rumors. This is a father and son combo here. The son is a senior, and you guys exchanged texts last night, text messages, involving the information of Principal Violette being relocated. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Talk to me.
All right.
Good day, public. My name is Khalid James. I'm a senior at the St. Croix Educational Complex. Last night, I received a text about the students wanting to protest because they wanted to move Mr. Vele from the St. Croix Educational Complex and move him to St. Croix Central High School. So we decided that nobody was going to go to first period today. But as far as saying the protest has been successful, we are going to have it for the whole entire day. No one is going to any classes because this is outrageous. To move a good principal from this school to take him up to another school. This is why we are protesting him.
All right. Well, Dad, what do you think about that?
Out of the mouths of babes and sucklings, the wise and prudent now have to follow. The students them organized this. And when I was at the airport this morning sending the other students off to Africa, my son was urging me, listen, Dad, I have this text and I need to report to share and partake with my members. So this is student-led, and it's so impressive that, you know, the students then realize how important it is to have dynamic leaders like Kurt Vielle involved with their lives. He's not only in the classroom. Wes, when a principal can call every student by their name, that's somebody who is really involved with the students. And I really appreciate having him here. And now that my son is about to leave, my son wants to ensure that the sophomores, the juniors, the freshmen get the same support that he has had for the last 4 years while being here.
All right. Again, News Channel 8 learned that Principal Kurt Violette is going to be relocated, possibly to Central High School, and these students are very upset. A lot of people are very upset, and I believe the Department of Education has a lot of questions to answer tonight. At the complex on St. Croix, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes, and to all the others who participated in that tonight. And in other news, it seems as though St. Croix has become a killing field of the Virgin Islands. A 30-year-old man was shot and killed last night in the Prophet Hills area. The good news is that police do have a suspect in custody. News Channel 8's Wes Small tells us he's been to this location before.
Thank you very much, Jerome. Sadly to report, we have a 30-year-old man dead. The incident happened last night around 8:46. We're standing here, I believe, 136 Estate Prophet Hills. Folks, I have to tell you something. I have very strange vibrations right now. I believe it was about a year or a little more ago that I was right here for a car that was on fire, if I'm not mistaken. This is the same location. I really get that feeling. I'm trying to get the sources confirmed, but this area is no stranger to crime. Dead then is Marco Antonio Rivera, 30 years old. Now, I'm going to throw it to Melody Rames from the VIPD, and then I'll tell you what I know.
Criminal Investigation Bureau detectives on St. Croix continue to investigate the shooting death of 30-year-old Marco Antonio Rivera of Estate Prophet. The fatal shooting occurred at about 8:45 p.m. in the vicinity of Estate Prophet Hills. About 6 hours later, at about 2:45 a.m., detectives arrested 28-year-old Wilson D. Fuentes of Estate Clifton Hill and charged him with murder in the first degree in the death of Rivera. Police said Rivera was driving his Ford Ranger on the road near the Harvey housing community when he was shot several times in his upper body by a suspect police later identified as Fuentes. Police gathered evidence at the scene and interviewed witnesses. A manhunt began for the suspect, and he was later apprehended and arrested. Fuentes was held on a $1 million bail and remanded to the custody of the Bureau of Corrections, pending his advice rights hearing. Detectives said the shooting was not a random act. They said their preliminary investigation revealed that the two men were acquainted with each other and had a long-standing feud, which may have led to the killing. Police Commissioner Noel E. Francis Jr. and Assistant Commissioner Raymond L. Hyman congratulated the detectives and other officers involved in the swift capture of the suspect.
Thank you very much, Melody. I was right. Yes, it is confirmed. News Channel 8 was here over a year ago where a car was on fire. Remember that story? A lot of you are diehard Channel 8 fans, and you remember that I was here. You know, something hit this reporter. I said, I've been here before. This is a troubled area. That's right. Here's what we know. To my understanding, this car was hot-wired, that he was in a tan-colored Ford Ranger pickup truck. It was hot-wired. So he was shot multiple times, Marco Antonio Rivera. We are still looking for that white pickup truck. You need to call 911 or you could call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. Sad to report, 10th homicide on St. Croix, 5 on St. Thomas. That makes our count 15 homicides for this year so far. 30-year-old Marco Antonio Rivera shot multiple times, we believe, from a white pickup truck. In a vehicle he was in, when the police responders got here, the vehicle was still running, but it was hot wired. There's going to be more to this story, I'm sure, and I was right. We were here about a year ago for an arson fire on a car for this family here. So this house is no stranger to crime. In Prophet Hills, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. And there's a great scholarship opportunity available through the Divvy Resort on St. Croix. Here's Wes with more.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. I'm here with Assistant General Manager of the DV Resort Hotel, Kevin Jackson, and we're talking about Pat Henry Scholarship Program. He was very loved here, and as far as tourism is concerned and customer service and hospitality, we have some scholarship news, Kevin, that you're very proud to announce, and it's like been upgraded. It's getting better and better every year. Tell us all about it, and Pat's got to be watching us from heaven right now.
Exactly so. Well, needless to say, what it boils down to is the St. Croix Hotel and Tourism Association has put together the Richard Pat Henry Scholarship Fund. And it's, of course, a fund for anyone who wants to go to college to study the hospitality industry. And what's really great about this wonderful scholarship that we put together in Pat's memory is that there are 3 levels to it. All right? We're looking at $2,500 scholarships, one for a high school student entering college for the first time in the hospitality industry. The second one would be for a student already enrolled in a college or university taking up the courses. And then we've added on a special one for the non-traditional student. That would be the older adults who may have kids or started a family and got waylaid along the way in pursuing a higher education. Well, you give them an opportunity to go ahead and study something online in regards to the hospitality industry. So there are 3 levels to this great scholarship program. And I got to admit, as a chairman for the education committee with the St. Croix Hotel and Tourism Association, we are thrilled and we want people to go ahead and apply for this scholarship, Wes.
All right. How can people do that, Kevin?
Real easy. Go online to the St. Croix Hotel and Tourism Association. Once you hit the website, you'll be able to pull down a PDF and you'll find all the requirements as an applicant to apply for the scholarship. Or you can call the Hotel and Tourism Association. You can call us at 774-6835, and that is the St. Thomas number, but that's where our rep is. And NICA will be more than happy to help you out and get that information to you also.
Wonderful. Of course, News Channel 8 will follow up on that, and we'll keep you posted on who the winners are. So just in case you're joining us, that's $7,500 worth of scholarships, 3 levels of categories there. And again, it's a new student if you're getting ready to go into college then and taking the hospitality industry courses. One, if you're already in college and you'd like to further advance your tourism and hospitality. And the next is like the adults who got waylaid along the way. And you know how it is as a college grad. Once you stop going to school, it's a very tight window if you go back. Yes, so that's a great thing. And Pat, may you rest in peace. And I know how strongly he felt about the hospitality, customer service, and tourism and hotel industry here in the Virgin Islands. I believe it is our lifeline. Kevin Jackson and DV still proving to be great corporate sponsors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Wes. Appreciate it.
All right. Make sure you go online and contact the Hotel and Tourism Association.
Exactly. St. Croix Hotel and Tourism Association.
Right, because the window of is very tight, and that's May 15th is the deadline. Good luck to all you applicants out there. At DV Hotel on St. Croix in the East End, I'm Wes Small with Kevin Jackson for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. And when we come back from this break, your Crime Stoppers report plus more. Stay with us.